Hey guys, what's up? It's Vanessa here. So this is the third time I'm trying to record this video because the first time one of my cats decided, he took umbrage with the fact that there was a closed door in the house, so he just sat at the door and pawed at it until he made me crazy. So of course I had to stop and let him in just so he could see what's going on, and then he left. So that's my cat. Well, it's actually my husband's cat. Anyway, then the second time I got almost all the way through the video and then realized I hadn't set up my microphone. And I was just like, oh man. So here I am for the third time. I should have it down by now. Anyway, what I want to do in this video is just do a little 2018 recap and talk a little bit about what I've actually accomplished this year, and then a little bit about what is in store for next year. And I talk about this really in depth in my planning videos, but this is just a one-off for people who don't actually care about the planning, but they just want to know what's going on. So this year, some of the things I did was I published 2 novels and a short story, put them out there into the world. 2 of them, one of the short story and one of the novels is under a pen name, but the other one, this is my first one under my real name. So it's Javaja, as you can see. Beautiful cover, right? So if you're on any of my social media, you've seen this cover a bajillion times. So I have, one of the other things I did is I wrote an additional short story, and that's going to be released in about 2 weeks, about mid-January, and it's set actually concurrently with the climax scene of this. It's set somewhere else, and it's something else that's going on. So that's pretty cool, and you can get that for free if you just, I don't know, leave a note below, and I'll let you know how to get that for free if you'd like it, because it's mainly going to be free. I'm going to put it up on Amazon as a 99-cent read, but it's mostly going to be free to almost anybody who wants it if they want to sign up for my mailing list. My reader group is what I'm calling my mailing list. So I also sold books at a convention officially for the first time this past year, and that was pretty cool. I have a good number of in-person sales because I do a lot of conventions, but this is the first time I've actually had an actual table where people could come up and talk to me, and that was pretty cool. I serialized Javaja on my website. I did about the first third or half, not quite half. But I can't do that anymore. I've recently had to stop because Javaja is now in Kindle Unlimited for a while, and I wanted to. I don't want to piss off Amazon. And part of the terms of being in KDP Select, which is how you get to use Kindle Unlimited, is that you cannot offer your book anywhere else. So it's exclusively, the ebook is exclusively with Amazon for right now. I will eventually go wide with it, but right now it's there. So I've had to stop the serialization, but I'm super proud that I was doing it consistently. It was up every week, because consistency with blog posts is something I'm very, very bad at historically. So I was pretty proud about that. I did my first book launch, and of course that was Javaja. It was a hot mess. There were so many things I did wrong, but that's okay because there were some extenuating circumstances. I pushed it out sooner than I should have because I wanted to take advantage of being at DragonCon. I wanted to take advantage of being at DragonCon, so everything was just very last minute. And that's okay because I learned a lot, and I've since learned a lot more. So the next one will be better. I had more editorial work than I had in the past 2 years, which is not really saying much because the previous 2 years were really, really bad from a personal perspective. So that, of course, impacted my ability to get freelance work. But that was good because I needed that money to make covers for my books that are coming out. So that's awesome. I completed an additional short story, which is what I was just talking about, will be out in January. And I completed the majority of the sequel to Javaja, which I'm actually supposed to be done, but I'm not quite done yet. But it'll be fine. So I have that almost complete. So that's what I'm going into 2019 with. I'm really excited about 2019. I plan to release 5 books. Some of them will be shorts. Like I said, this first one is going to be a short. It's about 12,000 words. And so I will have at least 3 full-length novels. At least. Maybe 4. I mean, the 4th one might be on. I haven't decided. I know I'm doing the next 2 books of this because I'm going to complete the overarching story arc. And that's going to take 2 books. And then after that, I'm going to do 2 more books. I might do another one under my pen name, and then the last one, I haven't decided if I'm going to, because I have an idea for a standalone in the Javaja world that has nothing to do necessarily with the main characters of the books, of the 3 of the trilogy, but I haven't decided if I want to do that or if I want to work on I have a YA post-apocalyptic series that I have the first 2 books about 75% done. I'm thinking I'm leaning toward that. I haven't decided yet. I may even do something brand new. I haven't decided what the very last book is going to be yet. So that, one of the other things I'm doing, I got this for Christmas. Let me tell you, Amazon wish lists are the best things for my Christmas now because my mom actually gets me shit that I want. And not shit that she wants that she thinks I should want. So my mom got me this for Christmas. And so I'm going to be learning about doing ads because that's going to be a part of my business model, of course. And I want to know what I'm doing. I want to have some idea of how it all works. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm about a third of the way through. It seems pretty cool. I'm sure everything will be different by the end of 2019 because Amazon changes everything on a whim and doesn't let you know what's changed or how it's changed or why it's changed. They just change it and you've got to try to figure it out as you go. So so that's like what 2019 looks like for me. One of the other things I really want to do is focus more strongly on being more consistent in my writing because as it is, I'll usually take maybe a day or 2 and I'll knock out several thousand words, maybe 5,000 or 7,000 words in 2 or 3 days, and then I won't write the other days, or I'll put off writing. And so I've got to stop doing that because I want to publish more. I want to have more out there. And so one of my goals this year is to actually hold myself to a writing schedule where even on days where it's not an official writing day, that I still kick out at least 1,000 words. Even on days that are not official writing days. Official writing days, I want to kick out 5,000 words. So that's what I'm going to work on for 2019. So to close this out, I'm going to share another Christmas gift that I got this year because I think it's cool and fun. So I got it for my husband. It all fits in this little guy. So it was a 2-part gift. So the first gift I got that I opened was this guy. So it's a lock, right? So I'm like, all right, it's a lock, but it's cool. It's clear. I was like, oh, that's a cool lock. I'm not really sure. I'm not like riding a bike or anything like that. So I don't understand why I have a lock, but I have a lock. So then I open the next piece and it's this thing. Now this guy, it looks a lot like a Swiss Army knife, right? I'm like, I don't understand. So it's got this flat part on the top. So I'm trying to figure out, and it's got like this little groove, which reminds me of like a pocket knife that you pop the knife out of. So I'm like, huh. So like I'm fiddling with this and I'm like, okay, so I don't understand what this is. So I pull it out and it slides out and it comes out and it's this guy, right? He's got like a little handle on the end, right? So I take it out and I'm like, I don't understand. And then I pop these up and I'm looking, and then it finally dawns on me. And I looked at him, I said, is this a lockpick set? And he said, yes, it's a lockpick set. So several months ago, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but I moved around a lot as a kid. And in the course of this conversation that I had with him, I told him that the first thing I did when I was a kid and we moved into a new house was that I learned how to pick all the bedroom locks. I mean, I wasn't fancy. I basically took my mom's, the little nutcracker thing, but it also always had this not long, but this little pointy thing that, I don't know, you used to wedge the nuts open. I don't even know. So I would just take that and I would go around and I'd figure out how to pick the locks. So my husband for Christmas this year got me a lock picking set and a clear lock, which is made for you to learn how to pick locks, because it's clear, you can see the tumblers, right? You can see the tumblers and how they turn. I haven't actually done anything with it yet, but apparently there are videos on YouTube. Of course there are videos on YouTube on how to pick a lock. So I'm very excited for this, especially too because one of my characters in book 2 is picking a lock, so this will give me something I can learn from. So anyway, so I just thought I'd share that because it was cool and it made me laugh, and I'm excited because I'm gonna learn how to pick a lock. So anyway, all right, so that was it. This is the 2018 recap going into 2019, which starts tomorrow. So happy New Year's Eve to everybody out there. As you can see, I'm at home because my life is boring. Normally I'm invited to a bunch of parties, and this year I was invited to one gathering, but it's all the way across town, and my poor hubby is sick, and so I didn't want to leave him all by himself sick on New Year's Eve. So so I'm at home, I'm just hanging out, and I'm looking forward to 2019. It's going to be a good year. So I hope everybody has a safe and fun New Year's Eve, and I will see you in 2019.